about not moving my sticky note. I keep a sticky note over my camera when it's not in use. And yeah, it was kind of funny. I thought I moved it. Anyway, I am very passionate about helping women with invisible illnesses realize that you can still lead a pretty healthy and active lifestyle. It's just not going to be the one that you had envisioned for yourself. But what else are you going to do about it? You can't just sit around and feel sorry for yourself. That ain't going to get you very far. So let's talk about 8 things that you really should remove from your life if you want to be happier. Who the hell doesn't want to be happier? This information, by the way, is from lifehack.org. And if you stick around to the end, I actually have a bonus. I was going to say something clever, but I forgot. Anyway, I love starting off like that. First thing you need to remove is excuses. An excuse is simply a lie that you're telling yourself. You need to accept, and this, you guys, I'm great at excuses. I really am, especially with all my health issues. Do you know how many people will let me off the hook for like everything? Well, Court, I can't hold you to that. I know you don't feel good. Well, okay, but I never feel good. So I can't, I've got to stop hiding behind that as an excuse. But you have to accept responsibility for who you are and where you're going in life. And you know what the coolest thing is? We have the ability to make changes. If you're not happy, fix it. Fix it. Is it easy? No. If it was, everybody would be doing that. But it's up to you. It's your life. And you only have one shot at this. You've got to make the best of it. Number 2, perfectionism. The wind blows a branch across my driveway alarm. I really need to go take care of that. But if you hear an occasional ding dong, it's not a doorbell, it's my driveway alarm. Anyway, um, perfectionism doesn't exist. You're going to drive yourself and everybody around you absolutely crazy while you're chasing something you're never going to be able to catch. You need to let go of that whole idea. Number 3, fear. Oh my gosh, what the hell are you so afraid of? I get caught up in this a lot. And one of my mentors from afar says, well, unless you're being chased by a bear or a tiger, what the hell are you afraid of? Well, I can tell you, as almost a lifelong Alaskan, I have never in my life been chased by a bear. So, barring that, most of us don't have anything to be afraid of. What we're concerned about, what our so called fear is, it's our fragile little ego. It doesn't want to get hurt. It doesn't want to be damaged. So it'll talk you into, no, don't do that. Don't do, you might embarrass yourself. Okay, you might, but you might really kick ass at it. And then what? It's funny how you can start down that mental path and we never look at it from the perspective of, but what if this all goes right? What would my life look like if I knocked this out of the park? It's a small perspective shift, but it's a valuable one. Um, you need to be bold. Don't minimize, for goodness sakes, do not minimize yourself to fit in. I just had somebody tell me this the other day, somebody younger than me. Obviously, well, I shouldn't say obviously, but they're talking about trying to fit in. And I said, you know what? The best advice I can give you, don't try to fit in. Be yourself. When I finally embraced the fact that I am just a crazy middle-aged woman who loves skulls and I'm a little weird, guess what? I started being a lot happier. And the people who are my people, the people who are going to love me and who either don't care that I'm into those things or they're into the same things, they found me and they uplift me. Don't minimize yourself for other people ever. Number 4 thing you need to let go of if you want to be happier, your need for control. Oh my gosh. So there's a great saying. I wish to goodness I had come up with it, but God gave me curly hair to remind me that I can't control everything. It's so true. You know what? You can't control everything. You know that. Logically, you know that. All you can do is learn how you choose to respond. And I like the word respond over react because to me, the react is that initial, oh, God damn it, I'm so mad at you. And then you blurt something horrible out. Whereas a response, in my opinion, is when you can take that emotional step back, like, okay, you're really kind of a horse's ass, but I'm not going to let you bother me because you're not worth my time. I've been very reactive lately, I'll be real honest. But you can't control most of what goes on around you. You just got to learn how to control yourself. Number 5, If you want to be happier, you need to let go of a fixed mindset. These people are like, I don't have to learn anything. I'm sorry, excuse me, but bullshit. If that's your attitude, you have more to learn than probably anybody else. If you cannot fall in love with learning, if you cannot fall in love with the concept of growing as a human being, you're not really living, you're just existing. And maybe you're fairly content with that. And I guess more power to you. But my gosh, if I didn't develop this mindset, you guys, my health issues are freaking overwhelming at times. And before I learned to work on myself and to enjoy learning about myself and the world around me and how to deal with all this stuff, I was severely depressed. I hope I never go there. Actually, I did end up going there again. Side note, they put me on a flippin' antidepressant last spring to help with nerve pain, and it completely destroyed my health physically and mentally. But um, you have to love to learn. If I didn't fall in love with that kind of thing, I would still be a severely depressed, really overweight person. Anyway, number 6, you need to let go of the desire for overnight success. Now, it's funny. I talked about this with a friend of mine years ago, and she got mad at me. Oh, Courtney, that's such bullshit. There are such things as an overnight success. No, there's not. No, there's not. Unless you win the lottery, there's no such thing. What we claim, what we see as an overnight success, there's years of work that went in behind the scenes that you don't know about. My girlfriend, who I had this conversation with, she's really tech savvy. And she's like, what about all these tech millionaires? Well, okay, fair, except I'm pretty sure not one of those tech people sat down at a computer, opened it, and just magically knew how to do all those things. There was a lot of work that went on. If that's what if you want to do something great, you're going to have to put on your big girl or your big boy pants and do the work. There's no way around it. You're not going to win the damn lottery. You're just not. It's so unlikely. I think you're more likely to be hit by lightning. Anyway, number 7, you got to let go of toxic people. Now, one of my former mentors, and she's just former because we grew in different directions. There's nothing against her. She still has a ton of really good, wise things to say, but she doesn't like calling people toxic. And I can kind of see that. It is very negative, but some people are just toxic. They just are. Whatever is going on in their little head, it's their problem. Don't let it become yours. Life is too freaking short for crappy people. I have a very simple litmus test for the people that I allow into my life. If you don't lift me up, I don't have time for you. It's just that simple. And you shouldn't have time for anybody who doesn't lift you up, because why? Why would you make time for crappy people? Just let them go. Bless them and move on. Number 8, if you want to be happier, this is so true for people with chronic health issues. You have to let go of the need to say yes. When I was first diagnosed with fibromyalgia all those years ago, that was one of the first things they said to me: you need to learn how to say no. I was like, what are you talking about? I didn't even realize at that point how bad of a people pleaser I was. And the doctor said, look, you're so aware of the things that you want to do that you can't. And you're going to be really aware of all the pressure for the things that you're no longer able to do. And so we tend to overpromise. Well, sure, I'll be happy to. I can't do the mountain of pile. You know what I'm trying to say, of crap that I already have on my plate. So by golly, I will be happy to take on your project as well. No. In fact, no is a complete sentence. Gosh, damn it. My sticky note usually stays up. It's not today. I guess I need to put a new one on there. But no is a complete sentence. You don't owe anybody an explanation. No, I can't help you with that. Thanks for thinking of me. That's it. That's all you got to say. But if you've got health issues, stop saying yes to everything, because you know what? It's not going to help your situation. You're still going to have the mountain of crap that you can't get done. Now you've just added to it, which means now you've added to your stress, and now you've added to your pressure, the pressure that you've put on yourself. Just say no. Those of us of a certain age will remember that. And then number 9, my bonus tip: stop flipping comparing yourself to other people. You don't have any idea what you're talking about. You're probably comparing your like chapter 2 or 3 with their chapter 40 or 50. Of course. Of course, they're going to be a lot further along. Plus, you have no idea what's going on behind closed doors. You have no clue what somebody is facing in their personal, private life. Don't hang your hat on what somebody else has. And look, success leaves a trail. One of the coolest things about the internet is if you want, oh, I really like that person's career. I want to do that. Great. Success leaves a trail. Get on the internet, start doing research. You can find at least breadcrumbs of how they got from point A to point B. So success leaves a trail. If that's what you want, follow that trail, figure it out. But don't compare yourself to other people. If you have to, if you just can't help yourself, compare yourself to somebody a lot less fortunate than you. Not so you can get all high and mighty. Absolutely not. But so you remember how flippin' lucky you are. And you'll remember to be grateful for all the blessings that you have in your life. That is all I have for today. Um, I gotta go find that branch before I go insane. I hope y'all have a wonderful afternoon. I will be back Wednesday at 11ish. I'm going to be real here. Look, I am not the best with time. I freely own that. I've admitted that numerous occasions. Time management is not always my strong suit. And it's not like this is a hard deadline, but I will be back around 11 o'clock Alaska time on Wednesday.